You have a professional bladder.
I try, Shawn. I really do.
What's up, people?
Everyone needs to use their bathroom privileges before the show starts. Let's just get that out of the way.
Am I getting it already, man?
Handle your shit.
I did.
Jim, I was ready. I was ready to go. I mean, I think, Jim, you were ready to go when we started. Right?
Jamie did produce something for me last minute today, though, that I was like, hey, can I get this thing? And he's like, probably not. And then like 20 minutes ago, he was like, here's your thing, tough guy. How about this for delivery?
All right.
I was like, oh shit. Okay. It's dope. Everything's cool. Everything's cool now. Everything's cool, babies.
All right. Okay. We're good. We're good. Jamie, I need to find someone who's like you, but focused on like print design and graphic design.
Do you want me to just learn that, Shawn? Let me just learn that, and I'll.
You know what? You're like Superman, so I believe you probably could, Jamie.
I'm trying.
With all that free time you have, right?
Exactly.
What's up, Jim?
Welcome to our epic show, a giant size X-Men show, a Sewer Boy show with our special guests, Erwin and Philip will be joining us. We're going to jam out. Shawn, what do we do in the beginning of the show? We promote a couple of things. Do you want to promote some stuff?
Jim, it's Pimpage hour.
Let's get this pimp shit on deck. You want to go first or should I go first?
Anything goes when it comes to hose, because you know why, Jim?
Pimping ain't easy.
Yes,
I know.
I know.
Long day. I've been up since 6 a.m. It's been a long day.
Big Daddy Kane. All right, you go first.
Oh my God. Jamie, let's roll into some pimpage. Guys, let me hip you to my brand new. Oh, okay. We're going to start with images. Cul-de-sac, our homeboy, Jonathan Wayshak's new book from Bad Idea. Issue 1. Give me 1 second. I forgot to grab the info. Hold on 1 second.
Who's unprofessional now, Jim?
He exactly. I was going to say.
Wow.
I had complaining about your unprofessionalism.
I had the images ready, Jim.
I had a post-it note, and it was on the other side. Okay, cul-de-sac, final order cutoff June 30th. This baby lands in comic shops in July, but I don't have the exact date. But it's Wayshak. You guys got to support it. I got to do a cover. Super fun book. Our next image is Post Malone's Big Rig series. This is my cover for issue 1, colored by the incredible Mike Spicer. July 9th in comic shops from Vault. Peep this book out, you guys. It's actually really dope. It's going to be insane. And then Jamie and I are doing another live stream a week from tonight. Please mark your calendar, May 28th, 7 p.m. Eastern time on my YouTube channel. Going to go through all my autobio comic stuff that I've done, guys. Stupid Comics, Los Angeles Ink Stains, give you a flavor of how to do autobio stuff. It'll be fun. And this is my YouTube page. We did the Grrl Scouts celebration, creators commentary for Savage Street Vigilante. And Shawn, we got the autobio comics coming up next Wednesday. When we ain't doing Inkpulp live, we do the solo stream where we educate the children about the comic books.
Jim, that's fucking great, dude. You're fucking doing it. All right. Forget about it.
Idiots in live streaming. Okay.
Jamie, I fixed my mic, so now I should sound on point more so after your little diagram from last week.
That was a good diagram.
Oh, and is this my final thing?
Yeah, let's go for it.
We got a little book being cooked up called Defective Comics Presents Arachnid Enforcer. Brilliant superhero parody of a certain wall crawler. Please sign up for the pre-launch. Let the people know. Let your friends know. And we launch in October.
Word
for
up.
The spooky Halloween season.
That's going to look awesome.
I'm excited.
Alrighty. Oh, sorry. All right. We have a community member who's got this really cool webtoon that he sent me, and I wanted to kind of show you guys what's up. It's called Jet Booster. But Jamie, let's show the the people what's going on here. Go to the top. So I thought this was really clever. It's an old Game Boy looking thing, and you start by putting the game into the console, and then that leads you to the home screen, which then takes you into the story, which I thought was really clever. A nice way to kind of dig into the story. So you see how the 8-bit graphics, the dot matrix goes right into the real art, but it's good art, and this is super fun stuff. Webtoons is an interesting format for reading comics. I haven't really given a deep dive into it, but it looks like he's using the platform pretty well.
Looks dope. He's in the chat. Is it Gabriel or Gabriel?
Yeah. Totally.
Pelistri?
Yeah. Thank you, Gabriel. It's super dope stuff. So everybody go give this a read. Show some support.
It's awesome.
Free. It's totally free. Yeah, just go check it out.
Jet Booster.
All right, guys. All right, let's talk. I'm telling you guys right now, on June 1st, which is a Sunday, I'll be at Dallas Fan Expo. I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to hit launch on this campaign. So I need you guys to be ready to go so we can meet our goal fast. The goal's set low. But I also need more support coming in for the pre-launch. We're at 475. I need those numbers to get up. We got 10 days, I think, to do that. So please just spread the word. Just share and spread the word. And I got something special for you guys tonight. First off, I gotta give a slow clap to Jamie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Jamie has stepped up his game in a massive way. Jamie's awesome. I mean, Jamie's been blowing us away since he joined the team, but today Jamie is boss level. He has stepped up his game. We have a new commercial. It's not coming out until the campaign goes live, but I'm going to show you guys right now. This master. After my first dose of the antidote, I know how to save our craft from AI. I'm hard at work with Dr. Pulpenstein. Gotta run. Hey, fellas. I'm gonna save the craft of comic books.
What happened to your righteous outfit, man? You don't look so good.
Yeah, Jim's right. You look like shit.
AI is everywhere.
Ew.
This is very bad. Shawn is sicker than I thought. The craft is suffering severely. Where's my magnifying glass? Generative AI, digital shortcuts, struggling publishers are all making our craft sick, making Shawn sick. There's my magnifying glass. I am hard at work on the second dose of the antidote to help Shawn fix our craft, but he needs your help. Get the anti-AI artbook, the antidote for all that ails our craft. Inkpulp Cyan is a book about our craft and the art of Shawn Crystal. Most art books are simply a presentation of that artist's artwork. But Inkpulp Cyan is a book about process, thoughts, and work that goes into every single piece Shawn creates. It is a completely unique take on the art book. It is the antidote for all that ails the craft. This 10-inch by 10-inch hardcover will set the new standard for all art books to come. Grab a copy now.
Guys, my God.
Jamie.
I mean, what do you say?
Dude.
10 out of 10. Incredibly well done.
Yeah, that's incredible. I think actually I saw that commercial. I was like, I need to step up my script game now that Jamie's stepped up his editing game.
That's an MVP award for Jamie. We're officially giving it to him.
Yeah. So guys,
MVP.
Oh shit, we got Kennedy in the house. Eric, did you love that commercial? Just tell me how much you love that commercial. Chauncey, thank you. The book looks good, right, guys?
Oh
Jim,
God,
you
yeah.
like the look of the book?
I'm
So
fucking stoked, dude.
Jamie created that 3D model of the book. It's fucking awesome.
We got Chris
Oh,
Pierce in the chat as well. Comic Tropes in the house. Trash Movie Bonanza. The whole
Eric
crew.
said that, Eric
The
said that
whole
was an
crew.
assault on his sensibilities. Is Dr. Pulpenstein on Cameo? That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Dude, I don't even remember recording that part. Like
It was a while ago. We recorded that a long time ago. Yeah.
Like we're now so multitasking in our lives as far as being way beyond just artists that we're now getting together on certain mornings and just recording segments of things for each other.
Yeah.
And Shawn will just be like, act like you're sick. And then I just do that. We record it. And then like 3 weeks go by and I don't know what that was. And then vice versa. I'll be like, hey, Shawn, dress like a pimp and wave a cane around in front of the camera and be like, you hoes, get off my doorstep. And then Shawn does it. And then he doesn't even know that that's going to be for like a future video in 3 months from now. The pimp video, Shawn. So
Jim, I love this idea. When are we doing that one?
The pimp one. I know.
All right.
My God.
Okay. Jamie, one more thing to show. I got one more thing.
What's the other thing?
Right?
Oh,
the picture I sent you.
Let me get that up. I forgot to get that up.
Oh, dude, I'm dealing with.
We have one more.
From here to here, straight away. Sorry, guys.
What'd you say, Jim?
And we have one more Kickstarter to promote, but it's for our wonderful guests. So
no. I have something I want to show, and then we'll do that during the show. I assume.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
So I just want to show you guys because I'm going to be opening up my tattoo books pretty soon.
Oh shit!
And I want to show you guys what I did yesterday. If Jamie can.
This is a new development.
Bingo, booyah!
Yes.
So I did this on a Inkpulp fan yesterday.
Dude, that's dope! Holy shit!
Thank you. It felt
Dude, you're
great.
shading. That's
getting
gnarly.
There. It's getting there. Yeah. So I'm super stoked. So I'm gonna hopefully when my books open up, hopefully some of you guys will be getting in on the tattoo game. And my camera is going to do that a little bit. So hope you guys like. I'm super stoked and doing more and more stuff. Jim, do you remember I did this drawing in the coffee shop in Kansas City when we were hanging out?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
That seems
cool.
like
Thanks.
a long time ago. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was. Thanks, Jamie. All right,
way,
now
I have one more thing to show. I'm not going to show it right now, but it's from Dave, so we'll show that later on the show. Just so I don't forget. I'm saying that.
Oh boy.
Well, from West Coast Dave, he's here as well.
Yeah.
Like the whole posse's here. The whole posse.
Yeah, everyone's here. Dude, this is awesome.
Dudes.
Awesome.
Come on, guys.
Awesome.
You know what we're getting into tonight, right? Look at that.
Sewer boys.
Mutated with special mutagen. Special mutagen. The heroes of indie comic anthologies. Are we ready? Let's bring on Philip McVan, Erwin Papa, Sewer Boys crew. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Gentlemen.
You guys have dredged through the sewer to our secret lair of Inkpulp Live.
We found
Guys,
it.
Thank you for joining us. You're both brilliant artists, and we love and respect what you're doing. And we're here to draw together, but also rap about everything that's going on and to show a beautiful sampler PDF of Sewer Boys 2, which we can get to at any time in the next hour.
I want to tell the Sewer Boys and the world out there. You guys, I don't think are aware of the role you played in kind of what we're doing these days. Jim told me about what you guys were doing with the first Sewer Boys, and this is around the time Jim was planning his Savage Street Vigilante. And so we were like, we saw the spirit of indie comics like thriving through you guys, and we started talking about doing this show to like really like tap in and celebrate what's happening. So you guys kind of had a pivotal role in what we're doing these days.
Yes. It's funny, you just beat me to the punch, dude, because I was just gonna go and show the book as well. But just keep going, because while we're talking, definitely show off. So the idea of Sir Boyz 1, for those people that do not know, is your whole crew completely recreated the original Mirage Studios Ninja Turtles issue 1 as a remix project. And this is a spread right here by Philip McVan, who's joining us. Philip, your work is fucking incredible. It's insane.
Yeah, really nice
Erwin,
stuff.
your work is fantastic, buddy. Totally badass.
Thanks.
Your whole crew is awesome. And it's like every couple pages, there's a different artist, right? Happening.
Yeah, some of the pages repeat in the stories for this, like this. For example, the left side is Jimmy Mondo, and then you have the right side, Chris Anderson. But you can see how they both use the same panel layout.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
The styles are
That's
different, and what they focus on is different too.
That's awesome.
Like this one has the sewer cap, but it's in the middle of a wide shot. There's a close up, but basically the same wide angle. And then for this too, you can see this is when the turtles are underneath the sewer, but then they focus on the sewer cap. You can see how both artists interpret that splash page of just that lonely street.
Yeah, Irwin's
Badass.
described it as like a record scratch. So, you get a page, and then you get a page, and then you get a page, just over and over again, and you get to see different artists doing different takes on that same page.
I love it.
I love that description. It's a record scratch.
Yeah.
And guys, are you offering this through the Sir Boyz 2 Kickstarter as well? People can do this as an add-on.
Yeah, there's a tier that we can get one of each, and then we also have this as an add-on. Correct.
Okay. So guys, if you have not supported it yet, go, Jamie, if you don't mind, can we just show the Sir Boyz 2 Kickstarter page, please? Link.
Just put a link in the chat as well. For
Link in the chat. If you guys have not supported this project yet, like what are you waiting for? Definitely buy volume 2, and if you don't have volume 1, buy volume 1 as well, because you need both these books in your collection. And volume 2 is a recreation of Giant Size X-Men from 1975 with a Skinner cover, correct?
Yeah, with the Skinner cover.
Skinner's the man. Skinner's the shit.
He is the best.
So good, man.
Yeah, when he was asking questions about the cover, he was like, "Hey, what could I do?" I was like, "Anything you want. Like, it's your Skinner. Like, you can do anything you want." He didn't have to do a Giant Size X-Men homage. He could have done anything he wanted. We still would have. Still would have been the cover.
Yes, he's that good.
Yeah, he's so good. And then also thank you to you, Jim, for contributing a piece as well. Your pinup.
Oh, my pleasure, dude. I had so much fun doing. Anytime I can do a weird remix of some established characters, or it's just fun, man. Especially with you guys, it's like, well, there's no rules. Just do what you want to do.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, we really kind of push that you can do whatever you want, however you want to reinterpret it. If you want to change the dialogue, if you want to change the characters, if you want to change storytelling elements, if you want to just be completely traditional and just do like a full-on homage, like whatever you want to do, however you want to depict it, we're kind of hoping that people really push it in whatever way they feel comfortable doing, and just kind of trying to do whatever makes them happy, whatever makes them love comics.
That's the best attitude. And it's so, Erwin, did this whole Ink and Drink Long Beach crew, did it literally start with just you and your homies hanging out in Long Beach, and then you started making stuff, and then that grew to you're now recruiting people just online, anyone, anywhere, sort of basically in the world, if they want to get down with you guys, they can get down with you. I mean, they need to be good, right? You don't want just
Right.
you don't want any Joe Schmo who draws stick figures to necessarily to be in the book, but
We try to be inclusive of everyone of any art skill, really. Even at the same time, even at the our monthly in-person events, is like we just welcome anybody. If you want to draw with us, go ahead and draw with us. Our Discord's the same thing too. Yeah, Sewer Boys 2 and the first Sewer Boys was like that too. People that had a good sense of the skill, and then people that were new to drawing comics. Like, we welcomed all of that. We're just very fortunate that a lot of those people were very good at what they did.
Pretty much wherever you are on your art journey, you're welcome. We usually do an open call, and so if you sign up, we try to find a spot for you. I don't think we've really had to turn anyone away, because we're just like, let's just make the book bigger. So we really do kind of welcome people wherever they are in their artistic journey.
Wow, that's awesome.
I love that, guys.
And then Erwin, you guys, I believe you were on one of Chris's from Comic Tropes. You were on one of his live streams where he was pimping and promoting people's independent comics, right? Independent projects. Did you guys say that you take turns editorial wise of, okay, now you're in charge of this specific Kickstarter campaign, and then the next guy handles the next one? Is there like a distribution of who's responsible for getting these books made?
Yeah, the remix stuff, it started out with me, and then they expanded to Philip, because the extra help is always appreciated, and Philip knew what to do. The other projects, like our sci-fi newspaper called My Cybernetics, that one's headed by Jason Lego.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
He pitched that idea to Ink and Drink. He was already a member, but he pitched the idea. It was something that wasn't the remix. It wasn't a comic book size, something totally different. He pitched the idea. It seemed like he knew what he wanted out of it, so he was the one to organize that project.
Got it. Okay, cool. So that's cool. So it's not, you guys aren't, not that this isn't a great idea, but you're not just doing the remix stuff. You've got other things that you're publishing and experimenting with, and it's not you can't be accused of being like a one trick kind of thing. You're just putting out badass independent stuff.
Yeah, the remix is like the closest thing that we're gonna get to, I don't know, being a bootleg. Everything else we wanted to be more independent and unique to each and every artist. The newspaper is like a good example of that. Although the newspaper is kind of our version of heavy metal, but it's a newspaper, and it's bigger.
Right.
Bigger in size.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, because seeing Sewer Boys and seeing you guys get away with it, it was definitely one of my inspirations for doing Savage Street Vigilante.
Dude, that's cool.
So thanks for getting away with it, and for being the you guys are like the little test rabbits or whatever to see if a major corporation would go after you and sue you. And then I was like, if these guys got away with Nickelodeon not giving a shit, or Eastman or whoever, I mean, it's owned by Nickelodeon and Viacom, basically the Turtles property. I'm like, I'm assuming DC will look the other way, which they did, I guess, with my project. And all of us are just making these super fun parody comics. It's become a thing. It's awesome.
Yeah. Did you guys did you get any flack at all?
There was a few comments from Facebook, like social media and stuff, asking like, "Hey, can you guys do this?" And like, the fans know what it is, but the Kickstarter never mentions what it is. We hint at it, like the first Boyz. It's like the famous New York ninja fight from 1984. Like, if you know what that is, then you know what that is. And then when you see the pages, the preview pages, then you absolutely know what it is. We're not just saying, "Hey, that's Raphael," or we're not saying their names. But the turtle in the bandana, you know what that is. Wolverine, you know what that is. We can't hide that.
Right.
We just want,
and you don't want
call
to.
it out. Yeah.
Now, but I mean, did any like publishers or any
no? What I did, there's two answers. I checked. I was paranoid. I checked Kickstarter. If you type in Marvel or Spider-Man, things will pop up that are being funded. So like, oh, they can just outright just say that. It's like, oh, we're not even saying it. So I think we should be good. Oh, Phil, you're going to say something?
Oh, I'd say, well, one of the things that kind of made us all take a big sigh of relief was that one of the featured artists in Sewer Boys 1 ended up using his pinups for Turtles covers.
Two. Both of them, yeah.
Right.
So they made it official, so they clearly are okay.
Yeah. So early on, that was one of the rumors I heard. I wasn't sure if that was just a rumor from the streets, but I heard someone was like, yo, one of the Sewer Boys guys, he actually got hired. Like, his work is in the IDW Turtles.
So it was such a coincidence. He was doing, I guess we can't say the name, but if you get the book, then you'll know who it is. Can we say the name, Philip? I don't know, but he was already doing those covers. He was already doing that artwork, but he called it a commission when he turned it into us.
Okay.
And then we found out that it was technically a commission, but he was hired to do that. And we got to print it first. And then the two drawings that he did, those became convention exclusive covers to
nice
books.
Okay.
And then there was one channel, they don't make content anymore, but that person worked at I don't know if I can say anything, but they worked
a Turtles publisher.
They worked at a Turtles publisher.
Okay.
And I even after the interview, I asked him like, "Hey, is this cool?" And he goes like, "Yeah, they already saw it." I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
okay."
yeah. Awesome. I had a similar thing with a buddy of mine who was doing covers for DC and is friends with the Batman group editor, and he's like, they've seen it. They've seen your Street Vigilante book. It's like it's all good, whatever. So this is a very gray area with all this stuff. I think it's kind of funny and ironic that this bootleg comics thing has become like a movement of some sort. It's like a legit thing that people are pursuing, and it's just fun as hell, to
it's almost like the people are like, I am so tired of you guys putting out shitty comics of the stuff we love. Let's make them awesome again.
Right.
And Marvel did do they did remake Giant Size X-Men with current artists, and the book looks good. But what they didn't do, I mean, they didn't remix it, so none of the pages repeated. The special thing about our books is that the page repeat. We are like messing with the reading comic book experience. If you know comic books, you know that page 1 is page 1, and that's the beginning of the story, and the last page is the last part of the story. But our pages repeat, so it's almost like a pseudo between a comic book and an art book. So now you can see it for the art. But because you're a fan, you already know the story. So then now you can see what Raymar Brunson's page 14 looks like versus Phillips' page 14. You already know the story, right?
Right. What made you decide to do that? Was it just because every artist wanted to draw the same awesome pages? Like everyone was like, "Oh, I want it. I want page one, obviously, or I want the double page spread, or I want."
That is exactly it.
Okay.
When we did the first one, we had to have a complete story, so we had to have people had to have assigned pages. But we knew if you were going to draw, if someone was set to do, I don't know, a page where Shredder, not in his outfit, he's in his business suit, talking to a bunch of people, selling them insurance or protection for money. Who wants to draw that? But we needed a complete story. But then with that same artist, we gave them a choice. Like if once those pages are done, you can pick 2 other pages that you would rather have done. That's when the pages start repeating. Like everybody, I think everybody wanted to do the double.
Yeah, we just had that conversation of like, well, we want to do this. It'd be cool if we redid a book, but we all want to do the cool, sick pages, and then nobody wants to do the boring pages. And so it's how do we kind of reconcile that so that people who are participating don't feel like, oh, I didn't get the page I wanted. I got this page. So it also allows us to make the book gets bigger. People are more excited because everyone's doing exactly what they want to do. And then it also helps the pages that maybe they weren't excited to do at first get a little bit more like kind of oomph because they're not having to, stick to the page. They can change it. Maybe they're inspired by the previous page or the extra pages they're doing so that they can kind of make those shine too. And so really nobody turned in like a weak page 26 and an awesome page 15. Everybody just kind of brought it for all their pages.
Got it. Yeah. That's awesome. Okay. It's a tricky thing. Also, being an editor of an anthology and wrangling a bunch of flaky artists like that can't be an easy task. Like it is the crew responsible? Is everyone turning their stuff in on time, or do you always have the whole thing of like, well, there's the one guy who is holding up the deadline or whatever?
Have you been reading our private messages?
I haven't. I feel like I'm.
It's a big group.
Yeah,
it's a big group. Everybody has their own schedules. Things pop up.
We try to be flexible because I mean it is a big group, but a lot of these people are independent artists, so it's kind of like, this is fun, this is exciting, this is not, but you have to earn a living, so people will get gigs that kind of get dropped on them, and it's like, so we kind of like give a wide berth for the amount of time to do this. And there's extensions like for this project, the LA wildfires potentially affected a lot of the creators, so we did an extension to hey, don't worry about pages right now, like take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. You can do your pages when you get a chance. So what we have found is that if people do end up taking more time than we anticipate, it usually is for a pretty good reason. And it usually, we haven't ended up with any duds because someone was like, can I get a little bit more time?
Right. You guys,
it is some wrangling though.
But you're not like, being an evil taskmaster or something, it's everything within reason, and a crew is a crew, and it's kind of like everyone sort of has to agree to work for the cause, work for the big picture,
Yeah, and everyone's excited to be a part of it too. So that, there's a lot of positive energy. People are posting their work like right away. People are drawing sketches. We have one guy in our group, Neil Ewing, and he just cranked out his pages like before anybody even was thinking about what they were going to do. And
oh damn, okay,
it makes you go like, oh man, I have to like step it up. I gotta get on my pages. So it's inspiring, and it's definitely like a mixed bag of how people's workflows go. But everyone's generally really positive about us. That kind of makes it a little bit easier. There's not a lot of any hostility that's happened.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
no
awesome.
hostility, but a healthy competition. Like both of these projects, I think all of these projects, towards the end when people start showing off their stuff in the private channel in the Discord, they'll that really inspires people and motivates them to make their pages even better than what it is now or currently.
I love that, man. That's the advantage of Discord and being able to share art. You know, I mean, as much as people talk shit about social media or whatever, there is negative aspects of it, but there's also this incredible aspect of just, if you're using it for art and connecting, it's unbelievable. You know, I'm not using it to spread political ideas. Like, I don't give a shit about any of that. I'm just there to promote my work and see what everyone else is doing. And if used for those purposes, it's still a beautiful thing to me.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's not the platforms that are making it awful. It's the people just give into that negative use of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think comics people, it's no, dude, we're just here to make comics. What the fuck?
Yeah.
There's not enough time to keep up with all this other trivial shit. Post your art. Let's make some dope shit together and have fun. That's what the whole thing is about. You know, if it ain't fun, it ain't worth doing, really.
Right. So, guys, what made you choose Giant Size X-Men to be the second book?
Exactly.
We had a short list for the first book, and we kind of did.
Oh, come again.
And Giant Size was at the top of that list.
Okay.
Nice.
So we kind of realized there's a few books that everyone was really passionate about, and for Sewer Boys 1, those Green Boys won out, and so we we already kind of know what we're gonna do for part 2.
Nice. And is this something you guys are just going to keep going as long as it seems sustainable?
I think so. We are. I don't know. For whatever reason, it's hard for us to pick what the next one would be. There's no standouts. So Turtles was immediate. Yeah, of course. X-Men. I think we were going through which X-Men stories we wanted to do, Philip. It was either X-Men #1, the Jim Lee one. While the Jim Lee stuff is cool, do you want to? I don't know. I didn't really want to draw that one. But 1975 Giant Size X-Men, hell yeah, just a brand new team. You get to see some of the old team, and you get to draw Wolverine. Yeah, I'm totally down for that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and we try to think about a lot of people working on this project. You know, we kind of want to make sure that we're choosing stuff that has a lot of meat to it, so that there is a lot of opportunity for people to kind of go wild. And there's some classic books out there that everybody loves, but then, when we've gone and looked through them, we're like, oh man, there's, X-Men 1, Jim Lee is all-time great book. But then you're looking through the pages, you're like, oh, there's a lot of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents in this.
Yeah, right.
There's
stuff that might not be as exciting to
Magneto in the kimono.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that would be I'm thinking of it right now, and that would be kind of difficult to kind of figure out what's the next one?
There's a few options. There's one really good option that one of our friends mentioned that was so good. I don't even want to say it.
Oh, sure.
It's so good. It's I can't even say. It's
yeah. You don't have to give it up.
So let's see what everyone's working on. Let's talk about that for a second. That Apocalypse looks crazy awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, damn, dude, that's amazing. Wow. Can you go back to that, Jamie, real quick? Irwin's piece? Yeah.
There's a trick.
Irwin, can you show us the full pencil on that? Can you drag
the
paper down? Hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
inspired
beautiful.
inspired by Bisley and Sam Keith. That's who I was thinking of when I was drawing this.
Beautiful.
And if you
Yeah,
want to, here's a trick that I figured out. If you want to draw like cool mechanical stuff, just make it up.
Yeah.
Just make it all up. Make it up, and then put enough detail, then it looks like something.
Yeah,
That's fantastic, man.
Exactly.
And dude, while we're on your drawing board, can you scroll over just a little bit to your ET Bart? ET Bart, bro. That's my jam.
Yeah, that is
Look at him.
incredible.
That's an Irwin Papa original. Look at him creeping over there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So good, man.
Thanks.
Philip, what do we got?
I'm working on a Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's get in there. I draw slow, so I'm gonna do my best to keep up.
Oh, dude, you don't have to. I don't finish sometimes, so just enjoy it.
That is badass, man. Dude, Philip,
that is really pretty.
Your art, we've never met before. You're much more calm and studious than I thought you would be. I thought you would be like a guy tripping on acid. I mean that in the best way possible.
I get that a lot, actually.
Okay, your art, dude, is so psychedelic, obviously, that I'm just trying to even gauge what your inspirations would be. Like, are you a 70s underground comics fan? Are you a anime fan? Are you a bit of both, like mix of everything?
Yeah, like I love Kirby. Kirby's big.
Yeah.
Like I like a lot of anime. And for me it's I got my degree in art, and I like did the traditional route. And there's always this kind of like duality of like fine art versus like lowbrow art, and like don't mix, and so eventually I kind of just got to this point where I'm like, I just want to draw what I want to draw. And so I just kind of build a kind of like an assortment of things that I add into my work, like little kind of signatures of things that I love, and just try to make it as dense as I can.
Yes.
Just try to kind of get everything I want to draw into every drawing.
There's nothing wrong with that. And I mean, you got like, there's so much texture in your work, and so many like liquefied shapes and objects overlapping. Both of you guys are like really confident with the detail. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I love what you guys are doing.
Yeah, I love getting caught up in the detail.
Let's see what Jim's rocking out on. Oh, you're on the yellow page. Oh no, there we go. Oh shit.
We got Berserker Wolverine. He's just decapitated Magneto. And then I don't know if you guys could see this. I was pretty happy with these pencils, but there's Juggernaut's head flying through the air.
Very good.
Hell yeah.
And there's some of Magneto's arms. So Wolverine is just gone and chopped through a bunch of bad guys. And then I have like a screaming skull motif in the back here. So we'll see how far he get on this. And he's standing in a pile of bones and skulls. So
that's excellent.
Berserker 70s Wolverine.
I love it.
I didn't realize. I always thought I was more of a brown 80s suit Wolverine guy, but I actually think the giant size X-Men yellow, black, and blue costume might be one of my favorite.
I totally agree with you, Jim. And I was always the same way. I was always like the classic brown, and then recently I've just been really into that 70s Wolverine look.
Shawn, what do you got rocking?
I got a Cyclops. I'm pulling out all the tools to go crazy with. And I'm going to use the stamps later.
Oh, yeah, man.
Here we go, Jamie. Jamie, don't move. All right, everybody. This is the new segment on Inkpulp Live. The Inkpulp line pull. All right, everybody ready?
Don't mess up.
Boom.
Oh, my God.
There you go. The Inkpulp line pull.
Woo.
And that's free. That's free with the show. Like you don't.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
don't
I'll
have to
take
pay
some super
extra.
chat tips. I'll
But we will
definitely
take. That's true. We will take super chats. Yeah, and hit that like and subscribe if you guys don't mind. We always forget to say that.
Yeah. In fact, if you guys super chat, I'll do another line pull. How about that, Jim?
Oh my God.
That's crazy. I know.
While you guys are doing that, Dave just said, "Is it time to show what he sent me?" So, do you guys want to see what Dave sent me?
Yes.
Sure. What did Dave send? I'm a little
Is
nervous.
this isn't pornographic, is it?
Jim, you just watch it. You'll see.
Oh, geez. Well, okay.
That was a video.
They're so young and their skin is so fresh. Like it just looks beautiful in there.
Yeah.
And I discovered like the best skin is like 20-year-old like goth person. Like that person's skin is made for tattooing.
They're so young and their skin is so
Fuck you! God damn it, Jamie, you traitor!
I didn't even watch it, Shawn. I seen like 2 seconds of it, but I just show what I'm sent. Guys. Don't shoot the messenger.
All right, just to put context on that, I'm talking about tattooing.
Sure.
Dave redeemed it. A $10 super chat from West Coast Avengers says skin.
All right, Shawn, when your brush lines taper off like that, does it ever cause problems after you skin it and try to color it digitally? No. So I don't, the way I clean my scans, and in fact, I'm going to make a whole video about this to sell, but I don't use like a threshold. I use just curves so I can maintain the integrity of it, and there's no problem coloring it at all. Photoshop's just a beast like that.
Listen, as far as the West Coast Dave clip goes, Shawn, we knew that goth talk of yours. We knew that was going to come back to haunt us. Like you can't.
Yeah, I should have said it.
you can't.
I should have known. It's my fault. It's really my fault.
We appreciate the effort, Dave. We appreciate. People are now remixing our show.
I mean, I'm not mad at that. That's pretty awesome.
Right.
We do need to hear more remixes, though. We need remixes of this show, like song remixes.
Remixes of remixes.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. That would be crazy.
Phil, I wanted to ask you. You are not living in Long Beach, right? Where did you say you were from, man?
New Mexico.
Yeah. How is the scene there? Are you hanging out with other people? Are you jealous that there's an actual Ink and Drink in Long Beach, or are you just too busy on working on comic book pages?
Definitely jealous. I appreciate the online community. There's not much going on. I'm in southern New Mexico, so like a lot of the like art scene stuff is usually in like Albuquerque or Santa Fe, like northern New Mexico. So
yes.
Yeah, so I mean it is a little dry in more ways than one down here.
Right, man. Yeah.
But you know, I'm pretty active on the Discord, and there's a pretty good group of people that are like kind of popping all the time. So you know, we're usually meeting up. We have the online drawing jam every Wednesday, but you know, we're also, some of us are popping on like Friday nights, Saturday nights, Thursdays, whatever. It's a pretty good group of people. So like having people to kind of like jam with is not a really big problem, just because the Discord's so lively.
That's awesome. That's not, yeah. It's crazy if you can coordinate a good live session and everybody just hangs out together, and that's the crew. That's the crew hangout time, you know.
Yeah,
so where can people find you guys on Discord? It's just Long Beach Ink and Drink.
Yeah, there's a link on our Instagram.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
cool.
search for Long Beach, Ink and Drink Long Beach, and you'll find it in the link is in the bio.
I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to make a prediction. I think
Yes.
Jamie's about to show us how awesome he is. I have a feeling Jamie's already looking for that link and is about to post it. Am I right, Jamie?
I hope it's on there.
Oh shit.
I guess I am now, Sean. Yeah, I guess I am.
I wasn't pressuring you. I just I bet Jamie's already on it.
I was.
But it's open for anybody. Like we're totally, jump in, whatever your artistic level is, you're more than welcome. Like there's plenty of boards for all kinds of stuff. There's 2D, 3D, there's sculpture, there's lifestyle stuff, there's channels for your favorite pen. Troubleshooting.
Ah, nice.
Sketch lines. We have sketch lines for all.
Yeah, sketch lines.
Sketch lines for all channel is you upload your blue line or your roughs or your favorite artists that you find off Comic Art Fans or Heritage or whatever. Turn it into blue line or have everybody else to turn it into blue line, and then you ink it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what you guys do here. With,
That's so fun,
Shawn's,
man.
Sean's pencils.
Yeah. I didn't. Sorry, community. I did not have time to get the sketch done and scanned for the show for y'all to ink it. But I try to do that every show.
Yeah, we were doing a version of that during the pandemic on Shawn's Inkpulp channel. We were all we'd do a show where we would all ink like Frank Miller pencils or
Dude, we had so much fun.
Mignola pencils, or
we did a Tim Sale one with
they're still
Tim
up
on the show. Yeah, they're still on my channel. If you scroll down, I think they're under a playlist called the Quarantine Chronicles. But we did Tim Sale while he was on the stream watching us ink him. We did. Klaus was with us too, inking. That was incredible.
Yes, Klaus Jansen. Yeah. Dude,
that was incredible. We did Mignola. I remember we did Mignola.
Yeah, Klaus was with us, and we were asking him. I mean, he was telling Dark Knight Returns stories. So if you guys, take some time, go through the Inkpulp archives. There's actually crazy shit on the channel. It's ironic, man, because your channel, Shawn, has had like 4 different lives to it. It's had like 4 different incarnations throughout the years.
Yeah, me trying to figure everything out. I think we finally landed on like what the channel is and what we do. But yeah, you can see all the trying to figure it out. We did some fun stuff. I mean, COVID made us just try everything.
Yeah,
to see what we could do.
Yeah. So Erwin, when did you guys officially start? Like when did
Ink and Drink start?
Yeah.
2018. It started from my friend June Alvarado. We were hanging out with him. It was me and our other friend Roshu, the 3 of us. June noticed that LA had a bunch of drink and draw events. There was I think the biggest one was Sketch Party, and then the other big one was the one that Dan Panosian was doing.
That's the one I used to go to.
Yeah, so it was those 2 that was going on. Long Beach didn't have one, and June wanted to do one in Long Beach. I was like, oh yeah, okay, cool.
Right.
And he got the blessing from the guys that do Sketch Party. Sketch Party was in in the Silver Lake area.
Oh yes,
like a small bar, bar over there. I think they did theirs every week. I think theirs was every Thursday. Did you do that too?
I went a couple times. Yeah, it was fun. And I was a regular at the Dave Johnson, Jeff Johnson, Dan Panosian one. That one was just so damn fun because you're with all the titans of drawing, and it just became a drunken great time. And I could also, for most of its lifespan, I could walk there from my place, which is super rare for LA. As you know,
every now and then Jim got a special ride from Dan and his hot rod.
Yeah. Dan would pick me up, and it was a great time. So, but that's cool. So you guys were doing it when I was still technically living in California. I moved out in 2018. So, it would have been cool to join you guys.
Yeah, that would have been sweet. Yeah, we started in 2018, and then yeah, we just kept going. Had a small hiatus because the same group we formed an even bigger group. There was like 9 of us, and then we had the opportunity to do an art show, several art shows in Long Beach, which then we had to put Ink and Drink on hiatus to focus on the art shows. Although we did use the venue from the art shows to do at least one Ink and Drink, and then I don't know. I think we just all were at a point where we were all going through our own paths, art wise.
Right.
Because of those shows, people were getting more exposure and getting more work out of it. So no one really had time to do Ink and Drink. But then in 29, yeah, it had to be in 2019. During the summer, I got a text at San Diego Comic-Con when I was in the shuttle going back to the hotel, and one of our DJs, or the only DJ that we had at the time, Woes. I don't know if you know Woes. Aaron
Oh, of
Moss.
course.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
He
wow.
DJ'd. He just, I don't know. I think like a friend of a friend was a friend of Woes, and then Woes asked like, "Hey, could I DJ your shows?" Like, you just
Oh
want to
shit,
do it.
man.
Like,
Dude,
I just want to do it for free.
That's
Just wanted to do it.
incredible.
Like, we're not gonna say no. Yeah, so we're all into it. So he would just show up. He would DJ. He would draw. His friends were DJs. They did the same. They also were DJing that night. And then yeah, he got hooked up with another venue in Long Beach, and they wanted to do an event with the Woes, another DJ thing. And then he hit us up like, "Hey, you want to do Ink and Drink here?" And then we just stayed there for up to now. And then because of the pandemic, we couldn't do the shows in person anymore, so we switched over to Discord with the help of our buddy Enkidu Vargas. Shout out to Enkidu, one of the youngest members in the group, and just internet savvy. I didn't know what Discord was. He set it up. I was against using Discord. We were doing lives on Instagram. Remember when Instagram only had 2 people that could be on live at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then they changed it where you can have 4. Like, oh, this is exciting. We can have 4 people on. It's just gonna be like the same, like just like Ink and Drink. But then he set up the Discord for us, where everybody could be on at the same time.
That sounds like your version of our Jamie, because like we didn't think about Jamie's the reason we got a Discord, honestly.
Oh, Philip, I don't know if you know this. Enkidu, he sent a message. He's doing tattoos now.
Oh, he is?
He quit. He quit his job. Now he's just doing tattoos.
Nice.
Oh, dang. He's a busy guy.
Just for anyone out there, if you don't know who Woes is, definitely go check him out on Instagram. He's a really well-known graffiti artist and pop artist. He does a lot of pandas, and he's dope as hell. Do you guys still like keep in touch with him?
A little bit, not as much as we used to, but I will like sometimes like message him on Instagram.
Because he just had like massive like eye surgery after eye surgery after eye surgery, and I think he's finally done. I was just curious if you knew how he was doing.
Yeah, I think he's doing much better now. I think the last time I saw, he said it was like 70%. But he's going out now. I think he's even DJing. I don't know for sure, but yeah, he's been going to events now.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, one of the nicest guys. I remember.
Oh, dude, really good guy.
He had a show at Toy Art Gallery when it was still on Melrose. He had, I don't know if it was a solo show for him or if he was in a group show or whatever, but we were there near the entrance. There was a long line to get into. We were there in the entrance, and then he asked us. He didn't even know who we were. He was like, "Hey, did you guys see the show yet?" Like, no. It's like, "Oh, just go up and say that you're my cousin."
Nice.
Yeah, he's so cool.
The old cousin routine. Works every time. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, he was a great guy, man. We had some good adventures together, and I went to Powwow, Hawaii with him and his crew one year, which is like it's a just mural painting for 2 weeks straight in Honolulu in Hawaii.
When was this, Jim?
At least 10 years ago.
Wow. That's amazing.
And Mark Bodie was out there. The OG Slick was out there. It was an incredible time, man. And but Woz is from Hawaii, so he was able to show me, you know, the real Hawaii and take me to like his parents' house for homemade Filipino fried chicken, and you know, it was
that's
like a whole glorious celebration, man. It was amazing.
Sounds good.
Really good time.
Yeah, he's the best.
So then, Erwin, like, when did you guys start publishing stuff? Like, you guys are just hanging out as a crew, but then you decide to start actually making.
Yeah, we were hanging out on Discord for a while, and then just ideas just started happening as we were just chatting on the Discord, drawing together. Oh yeah, the other thing with the Discord too is that we have, I think Philip already mentioned this, but we do have because of the pandemic, we found a website that had an online canvas. So instead of drawing on tables in person, we got to draw together on one canvas online and still talk to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what Jamie sent us earlier.
So it's kind of like a virtual ink and drink draw event.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
But because of that, we just kept talking, just spitballing ideas, and then we just came up with wouldn't it be cool if we did a project together? And the idea was to have Rhino and Juggernaut. The initial idea was have Rhino and Juggernaut run through the Marvel universe, so that anybody that participated. Oh, there you go. Anybody that participated in the book,
nice.
you just got to do. Dude. Oh, you got the. Oh yeah, there's the hardcover. There's Philip's hardcover. Yeah.
Jim, have you seen this?
I have not.
This is amazing.
That was our very first one. That was the one I was like so hesitant. This was like the test, the very first test. Could we do a project together? Could we do a Kickstarter project together?
Wait, go back one page. Go back one page with the burger guy. What was that little?
Oh,
what's going on there? That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Jimmy Mondo.
Holy shit.
Yeah, very eclectic style. Sobacore, goddamn. He came in at the last minute with that pinup on the left.
Oh, wow.
Dude, that is awesome.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Casey Stott Howard.
Badass.
Pages.
Oh, wow.
Rafa Flores. Yeah, it's great stuff.
This is all cool shit.
Dude, you guys are doing some incredible stuff.
We took a lot of risk with making this, and at the same time too, if the Kickstarter didn't work, then we knew the Kickstarter wouldn't work, and we would have to like figure out, readjust. We were fortunate to get this. We were fortunate, but also we made the terrible mistake of having a low fund goal.
Did you get bit?
Yeah, we did. But it was totally my fault. Like, I don't know why I wasn't considering what I needed to consider.
We were pretty confident that we had it all covered.
I looked at the numbers again, Phil. I was like, why did we do it that low? And we were so bold to like, let's do it hardcover. No one's doing hardcover.
Yeah.
Damn, that's ambitious.
It's got a ribbon.
And a ribbon. Yeah.
We were like, let's just go all out.
That's amazing. So is this your guys' first Kickstarter effort then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the least amount of. I think it was.
Might have to skip this one. There's some interesting stuff on that page.
Dude, Delivery Boys, that's awesome.
Oh, that's
great.
Yeah.
Philip. Okay, I see evolution in your style. I see a little change. Yeah,
dude, that is so fun, man.
It's a great mix of like the stories. There's some really weird stuff going on. Here's Erwin's.
That's badass. Oh wow, his horn is going through the thing.
Yeah, and Rhino's saying clobbered. And
that is amazing, dude. Dude, fantastic.
And then Jen saying Ben, Bruce. She's calling them by their human names.
Yes,
She knows them.
she's very concerned. Dude, that drawing of the rhino, that's incredible.
That is
Are you-
amazing.
I use myself as a reference for that.
Dude, this book is incredible. Can people still order this one?
Yeah, you can get it on my you can get it on my store envy. I think you just look up
Okay.
my name. Then Philip's back cover.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
dude,
oh
that's
wow,
classic.
homage to Predator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's classic.
My God.
Dylan.
You guys
Dylan.
you guys are doing it, man. That's awesome. So is that book is not available through the current Kickstarter?
It is.
But
It is. Yeah, you can still.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh
as an
shit,
add-on.
shit. Okay.
It's the add-on, and I
Okay.
think it's also in the tier as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's that's the smart way to do it, is always have your old stuff available through the current Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the printer also holds the files for some time, so we can just go back and not even set up a new order. It's just like it holds the original settings edits for the book.
Mhm.
So we can
Nice.
just
Okay.
get it.
Yeah, and one of the things we do too is that anybody who participates essentially gets like
Yeah.
the print file, and so they can print as needed. And usually we try to kind of do it together so that we can kind of get a price break. That's really kind of what the big driving factor for using Kickstarter is, that we're all, a lot of us are doing our own thing, so we're trying to keep anybody from having to kind of like take a big hit if something doesn't go through. So everybody's kind of using their own resources for their own projects, and that was one of the things that we were trying to figure out a good way to kind of get people excited, get people to see the book, but then also find a way that makes it economical for us to all be able to kind of share this. And we can print it on demand, but if we all go together, we can get a good price, so that way we can all sell a book. So when Sewer Boys 1 came out, I think we ended up ordering more books than the Kickstarter.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And we all, everybody was able to afford it, because that was one of the problems, is like, well, how do we afford these books? So
Right.
now
everybody can kind of go, and so a lot of people sold them at their tables.
Yes. Yeah. And it's, I'm assuming Sewer Boys is something that when people see it at a convention table, they buy it. I mean, the cover alone is just so striking. And once you hear what the concept is, that you guys are making these remix comics, I don't see why people wouldn't hesitate to pick it up.
Yeah.
Seems like a no-brainer.
Totes.
Have you had luck with conventions you guys set up when you can?
Yeah, we tried to. At WonderCon, there was 3 of us that were part of Sewer Boys. It was Nathaniel Soyo and Shawn Lenahan, and WonderCon was accommodating enough to pair us all together, so each of us had copies of Sewer Boys at the table, which is kind of like, it kind of sucks now, because now it's like a competition, like who's going to sell their books.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
A
have to
healthy
work
competition.
Yeah, that's interesting. You have to work out in advance, like, okay, well, who's selling it? Who's
I mean, I guess if you guys all hustle hard enough, whoever sells out first, we'll just say, hey, so and so right there's got more copies.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we've done for people who've sold out. It's kind of like, hey, who still has some?
That's awesome.
So it's a very kind of like, I mean, we're pretty blessed in that it's a very positive community. We kind of, when you join, we've got the rules that are basically kind of stating that, like, that's what we're here to do. We're here to draw and have fun. We're not here to kind of get bogged down. We're not here to, kind of get into the negative elements that sometimes can happen with comic making.
Right,
So
right.
really, it's everyone's kind of on board, and so it's very much like a community driven kind of action. So
Yes,
That's great. Yeah, that's how we are.
Like even the people in most of the people in Hornman and Juggy returned for Sewer Boys, and a lot of people from Sewer Boys returned. You know, it's pretty much almost everyone returned for Sewer Boys too.
Yeah.
Nice.
that's awesome, man. Yeah, because it's kind of cool. I mean, you want to welcome in new people, but it's also cool to have a crew that has kind of a repeating roster of badass people, you know.
Yeah, and we're very lucky. There's a lot of really talented people that are excited to participate. So we definitely kind of have a lot of great content.
That's awesome. Oh, can we show Jamie? Can we show the PDF?
Oh yeah. Good call, Jim. Good call.
Let's take a look. Skinner, legendary artist and illustrator.
Nice.
I'm going to narrate this PDF, even though I don't know who any of these people are. Jim Food. We don't know who he is or where he came from. With a crazy piece.
Hey, can you do a little commentary on like why Bart?
Oh, yeah, I don't know where that came from. I just thought, you know, let's do something very strange and psychedelic, but also it seems like you and I, Erwin, both have a strange affinity for art. Being in, I'm a big fan of Bart Kira. I don't know if you guys ever saw that book. In Girl Scouts Magic Socks, my comic book series, I had a villain that was wearing a Bart like yellow plastic helmet with the spikes. Yeah, I don't know. I was just like, if the guys are giving me no rules, let me just make a weird image with Wolverine, and you know,
it came out great. We loved it.
Yeah,
thank you.
Everybody was very excited.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was being an idiot. I actually don't want to narrate this. Can you guys give a little inside dope on all these incredible artists? These artists deserve to be recognized and not have me be like, this guy, look at this guy over here. You know.
All right. So okay, I'll pull up a link and can help out. Okay, so this guy is Victor Alpi. Victor Alpi, oh man, what's his book? Humans and Sharks Combined. Very good art
Nice.
style. This one he's using mostly, if not all, ballpoint. He wanted to do the book.
Oh wow.
I don't think he wanted to do the book. He was pressed for time. He chose to use ballpoint. But
dude, I love this piece. This is awesome.
Very good. Yeah, very great piece. This ends the we have a bunch of page ones that will be in the book. Page one and page 14. Page 14 is the staircase scene where Colossus, Storm, and Thunderbird get new costumes.
Oh, sure.
They're the two most iconic pages, and so we decided that they would almost act as like a mini gallery. So pretty much if you were on the project, you had the opportunity to either do a page 1 or a page 14. So everybody could kind of do that. You know, kind of the best pages. Wink, wink.
Right.
That's badass.
So rather than getting just like 2 remix pages of page 2, there's like a bunch of page 1s, a bunch of page 14s. And yeah, Victor rounds that out. Victor also has like 2 other pages as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, we can keep going. Jimmy. Chris Anderson. I
love this.
Yeah, you guys know Chris Anderson.
Yeah,
of course we all know Chris Anderson. Shout out to Chris Anderson. He's 3-headed Pigman. Works at did a story for Heavy Metal. I think he's doing storyboards for Penguin. And this is his version of the Storm page where she shows. This is I think this is the introduction of Storm. This page.
Yes.
Yeah. And then to go along with that on the next slide is it's Billy Fowler. We got Billy Fowler.
Love Billy.
Love
Billy.
This is great.
Shout out
to
we're
super excited to have.
This is so good.
Philip was the one to get Billy Fowler on the project.
I love Billy. Yeah, he's a good dude and he's a dope artist.
Yeah, he was like super excited about Sewer Boys, super excited to be a part of it. I mean, really, we were, like I said earlier, pretty blessed that everybody that we did reach out to, and then the people that came to us, like everybody was super on board. So a lot of fantastic stuff.
So great.
One of the founders of Ink and Drink, Roshi, who was there in that fateful meeting in 2018. This is his piece. He turned in a Storm pinup.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I believe it's watercolor.
I was gonna ask, is that like
Yeah,
practical? That's actually painted. That's
Yeah, I think so. Maybe just colored pencil, but I think it is all watercolor.
Man,
yeah, so good.
Really nice.
Mm-hmm. We have June Alvarado, the guy that started Ink and Drink. Shout out to June.
Hell yeah, nice.
Doing his Wolverine page, not really sneaking in, but showcasing the what's that, Hulk 131 cover in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh sure, sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then to help as an example, on the next slide is the very same page, but this time by Edison Neo, who also chose to do the Wolverine versus Hulk at the bottom.
Oh, right.
Nice.
But you can see like how the first panel of Edison and the first panel of June's, it's still the airport, but very different takes, views of the airport.
Dude, this second panel there of Wolverine kicking, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that is awesome.
That's great.
This is all so awesome. You guys are doing amazing stuff, man.
Thank you.
Oh,
Soyo, this is his page one.
Ooh,
so this is kind of like a callback to the first Sewer Boys. Now you have all the Teenage Mutants fighting each other.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is badass. Wow.
Yeah, so cool. Amon Winkle, a brand new member of Ink and Drink and a brand new member of Sewer Boys, doing his version of the Storm introduction. You got Banshee and Professor X up top. You got the wonderful Storm panels at the bottom. Black and white. I think he mentioned that it was his way of making it a tribute to the X-Men manga.
Okay, yeah. Very cool.
I see a lot of comments in the a lot of comments going on that people are really digging on this. So everyone, let's get over to the Kickstarter and show some support on this.
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of people from Sewer Boys. We got Gazilcha, who's Bob Kurthy, Idra, Nathaniel Soya. I did see Brunson in here too.
Well, you guys have all done a killer job on this project, you guys.
You guys killed
Thanks for joining us.
This is incredible.
Shout out to Gazilcha. He did a fantastic title screen or logo for us. And he did Sewer Boys 1, but he also did Sewer Boys 2. Just
nice.
Absolutely nailed it. He is a fantastic graphic designer.
Yeah, hell yeah. Care of, he did his first pass on the table of contents and all the other book matter with text. It already looks good. It's like a extension of the colors from the Skinner cover. So yeah, I'm already happy with it. And then with the Raymars, it's the same page as the previous, but now instead of Banshee, it's Blade. It's Professor X meeting Blade at that vampire club. And then instead of Storm showing up, it's Bishop. And if you can see in the third panel, there's on that temple entrance thing, there's a little
I see it. Oh, dude, that's great. Awesome.
Yeah. Brunson is very fastly becoming. He's an up and comer, young guy in his 20s. He has Ghostman. Oh, he's published with Cosmic Line.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, yes. His books.
That's our homies.
What's it? Ghostman, other book, Biomechanical Protector, Bone Grinder. It's like a tokusatsu Kamen Rider hero.
Yes, I have some of his stuff. He's great.
Yeah, he's good. Warwick Walker is our friend. He's my writer friend for the books that I'm doing. He wanted to participate, and this is like an example of like, how do you remix the page, with
Yes.
non-traditional drawing material? It's not even a drawing. He used felt. He cut out felt shapes.
Oh
and
wow.
put it together to with the colors in mind to create his pages and his
That's
characters.
awesome.
Yeah, just a great example of kind of like, we're telling people to like push it however you want, like whatever you want to do. If you can get it on a page, like do it. And he kind of just knocked it out of the park with like, this is not what we expected at all, but it's pretty fantastic.
Oh yeah, man.
It's
Yeah.
dope. I love the creativity.
Keep it open.
And then this is Warwick's second page that he was assigned, and then you find out that previous page was done by Professor X.
Oh, okay, I get
Oh.
it. That's great.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
It's canon now too. Like that actually happened.
right,
Nice.
right.
Nice.
I heard about that. I heard that was they were
Yeah.
retconning that.
Yeah, Stan didn't like it, but Cockrum said like, "Hey, it's going in the book." So
Yes.
Here we got Philip. We got a nice piece from Philip.
Philip,
Oh, dude, that's
this is
beautiful.
Philip's page
That's
14,
dope.
the staircase.
That's dope.
Yeah, that like kind of classic staircase is like the whole point is you're seeing everybody, they're all there, they're all in their new costumes. It's like the big introduction. And so just the idea that there's so many X-Men that it's like you can't fit them all on the page. So just kind of taking that idea and making it a
That's
reality, I
awesome.
guess.
So great, man. So, dude, are you coloring that too? Because that's like
Yeah.
seems like a bitch to color. That's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Really great. I mean, I guess for your kind of style, it's probably best if you just color your own work because you know where all the lines go. You know what everything means. If you handed this off to someone else to color, they might not know what's going on. I mean that in the best way possible.
No, that's how I took it. Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
it's whenever I do use color, like I always like to try to kind of push it, see how many purples and pinks and stuff I can get in there.
Oh yeah.
So, is this a lot of layers, or do you do multiple colors on one layer?
I try to keep it like each color is its own layer. I'll do like clipping masks and stuff for like
Oh wow.
highs and lows.
Wow.
There's never a point where like your purple vein, you decide like, oh, you know what, it's gonna be a blue vein, so then you gotta bring it to the blue layer, or what do you do when that happens?
I usually end every drawing with a layer just called stuff,
Okay.
and then that's just me going in and changing everything and just being like, all right, I can't touch it again because I don't know where anything is now.
Right.
Yeah, that's wild. I love
Beautiful piece, man.
Thank you.
Oh, Erwin, look at that. Look at that hyper detail, man.
That's my page 14. Then I combined it with the cover up top. I wanted to do the characters' counterparts or rivals. So I put it's mostly villains.
Dude, that's so badass.
That
You
is
got some
so awesome.
you got some Bisley hyper detail.
Yeah,
going
the
on in
Magneto's
there. You
arm
got-
is crazy. That's awesome.
I also had a little rhino in between Juggernaut's legs as a callback to the.
Oh shit. That's awesome.
Yes, that's fantastic. Okay, wow.
Another standout artist. We have Brunson, we got JG, and we also have Eric Rivera.
Dude, this is incredible.
Yeah, you guys
This
are
guy-
really
This guy's in his 20s. He just graduated, I think last year, or maybe last year, and he just has a great sense of style. It's he doesn't like it, but I'm gonna say it looks like Bernie Wrightson and Mike Plug
I could see
and a bunch
that.
of
I could
other
see that.
70s, 80s
Yep.
guys. But then his sense of paneling and storytelling and pacing, it's perfect. Just look at where he places all the text. So move your eye around. The paneling up top, the origin of in this page is page 29, introduction of Krakoa, but the beginning panels, it's like 3 panels where it shows you like how the island formed to become one being. And so it's that origin. But then the way he does it here is that the panels are circular panels, but if you look into it, it's cells dividing.
Oh,
Right.
dude,
DNA
that's
strand, right?
incredible.
And then you see
That's
the monster,
incredible.
and then you see the characters on the bottom looking up. Page compositionally, they're looking at Krakoa, but on the page they are still looking up at Krakoa.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
That's
Does that make
awesome.
sense? Like if Storm is in that scene, she's looking up at a Krakoa that's not on screen. But here on the page, she is looking up at the previous panel, which is
totally.
oh.
That's amazing.
And then the color works so well too.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Real quick, we got someone saying, "Hey, hey guys, Inkpulp Argentina charter representing here. What's up, Argentina? Thanks for watching. All right, sorry, get back to it, guys.
Oh yeah, so good. Then here's my page 29. I
Oh,
substituted Krakoa for Hidora.
Yes, that's awesome.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I kept to the standard layout of the panels, where the 3 panels showing the origin of Krakoa. Now it's the origin of Hidora. The second panel is a like immediate callback where the Godzilla was Krakoa, but now I put Godzilla. And then the Hidora in the second panel was a bird because they were fighting birds.
Right.
Hidora. And then the heroes on the bottom, instead of the X-Men, I made it the environmental heroes, since Hidora is an environmental villain. So now we have Man-Thing, the Lorax, Poison Ivy, Captain Planet, Toxic Avenger, and Swamp Thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, Captain Planet. Holy shit. What a reference.
Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool.
Thanks.
Fantastic, man.
And then Shawn Meets Ash, this is his version of page 29. Krakoa kept it pretty standard, but this time we designed the monster as the combination of all the creatures that the X-Men fought.
Oh,
So
wow. Yeah,
bird,
that's incredible.
Yeah. I think there's vines.
Just a hybrid monster.
Yeah.
Dude, kick ass. Wow.
Yeah. Mike Castro's version of that page. I believe he split it up. So this one's just the origin of Krakoa, but then you see Cyclops getting sucked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Killer Napkins version.
Killer Napkins.
You know,
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Killer Napkins has a mural in St. Louis, I believe. My brother has pointed out his work to me.
So
does that sound right? He does mural work.
I think he does mural work. I think that's where he lives too.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. He's fantastic. That's great.
So good. So good. Yeah, I love how he put the monsters central on the page. The title text is on top, is in the center.
Yeah.
And then he moved all the panels on the bottom with that huge block, that long block of text at the bottom. But he was still able to fit the heroes on the page as well.
Nice.
So good.
Great design, man. Awesome colors.
Yeah, really, really nice.
And then Philip's version of page 29. So page 29 almost became its own gallery as well. But yeah.
Dude, kick ass. That is so awesome, man. You got to draw a Swamp Thing at some point, Philip.
Oh, yeah.
That seems like your style would be hand in hand. Get super weird with some Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I mean it's like a character destined to get super weird. Erwin actually just drew a Swamp Thing the other day, and I was like, "Oh, I should draw Swamp Thing."
Yeah.
Erwin's got good
you forget.
ideas. I usually copy just him.
Right. You forget that Swamp Thing can be super abstract. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
if you want them to be.
Right. And then with every physical order, you get the sewer cap sticker designed by Bob
Oh,
Kirk.
nice.
The first one
Nice.
came with a sewer cap as well, sticker as well. We're continuing that with this one. And
Oh,
then
these are nice.
since the printer offered it and it was at an affordable cost, I was like, hey, let's just throw this in. It was like less than, yeah, it was very affordable to throw it in.
Oh, that's great.
So we used Philip's corner box art for the bookmark.
Nice.
Dude, those characters. Wow, talk about remixing.
Oh yeah,
Oh shit!
X-Men.
You got a screen print? Damn.
we got the screen print. Kimo Bautista, great screen printer. I still haven't asked him how he even made this screen print. These are photos of the screen print, but I don't know how he got. I mean,
Yeah.
it must be several layers, but just to
Yeah,
separate
that's
all of those.
crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
11 by 12 and a half. And then we all offered original art on trading cards as an early bird tier. So with the regular price of the book, you can get a essentially free
Oh
trading
wow.
card with it. That was like for the first 24 hours. But then we also added, these are also available as add-ons. So you can get
Dude, that's awesome.
random. We kept it simple too. We made it where the backer would get a random character by a random artist, rather than
Right.
having it, go through like
Right.
figuring out which artist that they want and which character they want.
Got
It's
it.
X-Men,
Yeah.
You're not gonna get a bad card.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the
and we had a-
all your favorites are there. It's X-Men.
and we had a really great response to that early bird, and just kind of a testament to the group. Like everybody, when we initially did it, it was just going to be a few. It was going to be a limited number, but we decided to go for it. And there was a brief moment, and I've mentioned this before, where me and Erwin kind of panicked because we were on the hook for like 30 plus cards each.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
a testament to the community is that like everybody just dove in and was like, how many can I do? Like, and just a bunch of people just volunteered and were like all a team and a group, and it's pretty fantastic. So
That's what you have to have to pull it off, right? That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great, guys. All right, let me I want to take a second real quick. I got a lot of questions after the last show about these Jason Shawn Alexander stamps. So I'm just going to show you guys a little more how it works. So I got my ink pad, which of course I'm using archival ink with because you know me, and just load it up with ink. I need a bigger ink pad for this, and just pap it down. And you get these cool ass patterns.
So efficient.
Yeah, it's dope. I'm all about these now. And layering them on top of each other gives a nice little organic quality.
Yeah.
Was he?
So
Did he ever put those into like mass production? Wasn't he working with a company?
I mean, dude, it's got his logo on it. I'd imagine these are being produced. He gave them to me when I saw him last year, and
yeah, I got a set of them too. Like he gave me stuff in New York.
How many did you get? Maybe that's when he gave it to me. Was in New York. Did you get 2 of them? I got 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me show you guys what this texture is, because this one's a little different. This is more like a organic, like rock texture. That's like a splatter technique.
Oh my gosh,
that's dope, dude. Look at that.
Yeah,
That's
so efficient.
Awesome. That's awesome. But there's a guy making a whole set of these things right now that I've been talking to online, and as soon as his store is ready, he's going to send me a link and we'll put it on the show.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take some samples of those.
That would be awesome.
How's everybody doing? Everybody rocking still?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this done.
Erwin, you're making some progress, man.
I'm trying.
Don't feel pressure to finish. It's all, you know. It's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Do your thing. I'm just waiting for this little ink to dry before I do the last bit of dots on his head, and I'll be done.
Guys, you're forced to stay here until these pieces are done.
Shit.
We hate to inform you, but
God damn it! I should have drawn smaller.
Should have done a 5x7.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know why I do 11 by 17.
But you draw so fast. Look at that.
I
You're
do.
at the skull.
I guess I draw somewhat fast.
Somewhat fast, and I was watching you. I mean, I guess everyone was watching you. Really, you were filling with that pen too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I was just too lazy to get another tool. But once I start using this, I just sort of make it work for everything. You know, just kind of. Why lean over my table, Erwin, and pick up another tool? I can just be lazy and.
Honestly, that's how I got good at the brush. I just was like, I don't feel like cleaning this out and grabbing another tool. I'll just make it shitty with the brush, and after enough time, that shitty isn't so shitty.
Do you
Yeah,
do
you
this
just-
thing where when your pen runs out of ink, you just stop? You just stop drawing.
No. I mean, I would never get anything done, but I understand. I understand your enthusiasm, your concern. Yeah, it's like, this day's over. Fuck
That's
it.
what I do.
Yeah, it. I don't know, these things. The cartridge with the ink in it, it goes for a bit. It'll last for a while. I feel like I'm not constantly having to refill it.
Do you have to clean that up?
It's minimal maintenance. I mean, I will sometimes take the pen apart maybe once a month and soak it all and get the excess like dried ink out of it. But other than that, man, like I feel like I don't have to do much maintenance with it.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, because that's my thing, is I don't want to have to. That's why I quit using rapidographs. They were just too high.
Oh yeah.
A nightmare.
Yeah.
Dude, me and Jake, we got to a point in the lecture where I was doing my bit on inking, and I was covering all the tools, and I showed a rapidograph pen, and Jake and I went on and on about them.
Yeah, it's weird because I mean, it was in the beginning of my inking career, and I was using rapidographs all the time, and I guess we just didn't realize that we should be annoyed by all this maintenance.
Well, there wasn't many other options, and the thing was, you can it was real ink. Like there was no pen that would give you real ink.
Yeah,
and like microns weren't a thing yet, and you just was like, all right, they're just a pain in the ass. We just got to deal with them. But when they were flowing, they were great.
Yes.
And the tiny ones and the big fat ones. I mean, dude, there was so much you could do with those. They were a giant pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean, if I had inking jobs and a rapidograph would clog like late at night, it just became like the worst thing ever. You know, you just want to work, you want to keep moving, and
yep. And then you're taking your pen apart, you're soaking it in Windex,
cleaning a razor thin wire.
Yes.
You don't snap it.
Yeah. And do you remember did you ever get the bulb, Jim, to like unclog them, where you screwed it on and you forced air through it?
Oh yeah.
That red bulb. Yeah.
I think I used that once, and then it was just like, this is too much effort, man. For one
that's when I started using the brush. I was like, all right, this is a lot less finicky.
Pain in the ass, man. Yeah, there was a while where when I was inking Mike Huddleston on Rust at Caliber, he started penciling with no line weights. And so he was like, you're going to have to ink all of this shit with a brush, dude. And I was cool with that. It was an interesting sort of new challenge, but I basically became a full on brush inker for that stuff.
Yeah.
And we were doing a much more John Paulione looking work on that book. I think that was Mike's kind of go-to guy he was looking at that time. It was high contrast, big thick lush lines.
Right.
The era of hyper detail of early 90s was over. This was like 96, so I think
Right.
things were moving into a more like, let's actually draw again, let's learn, let's be organic. And
yeah, that's like when Gaijin came on the scene.
Yes, yeah. Those guys were a good antidote to the image.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. They bought
the image look.
They brought art history back into comics with their Art Nouveau and Art Deco influences. And
oh yeah. What comics did you guys grow up reading? Erwin, like, were you a comics nerd as a kid?
Kind of. My first books were Sal Buscema, Spider-Man, and Punisher.
Oh, hell
Warrior,
yeah.
I think, yeah.
Oh, those were good books.
Nice.
The comic books are always weird. I always found them weird in the beginning because I don't know, because we grew up here and they're just part of pop culture. You know who Spider-Man is, but then my first book is Spider-Man fighting Puma. Like, who's Puma? Like, I guess I should care about Puma because he's in the book now. And then like I got a Daredevil book, but Daredevil turned into a demon. I was like, okay, so he's a lawyer, but then now he's a demon guy. I was like, okay.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the 90s stuff. My cousins were getting the I learned a lot of stuff from my cousin. They were like, they went far back as like the 70s stuff. So they got like the Jack Kirby stuff, the Marvel and DC 70s Jack Kirby stuff. So it was like,
oh shit, okay.
Yeah. But then they also liked the Jim Lee stuff, and they went over with Jim Lee to Image, and they picked up that stuff too. It's like, oh, okay,
nice.
So this stuff is cool too. They got the stuff that I couldn't get. I can only get the stuff that was on the newsstands. They got Image stuff. They got comic book store books.
Right. So did you not know about a shop, or did you not have a shop in your neighborhood?
I didn't have a shop near me, and I don't know. I guess it was living in a protective household where I couldn't leave. I can go out, but I just couldn't. The comic book shop wasn't a part of like the regular routine, I guess. The mall is, right? So I can look at the books there, but comic book shop is like outside of regular routine. So I was able to do it with like my cousins, because there's a LA comic convention that we used to go to at the Shrine Auditorium. I went with them to San Diego Comic Con like since the 90s.
Oh, so sweet, man.
I knew comics like that. Like I wasn't able to afford everything, but I can go to the shows, I can go to the conventions and learn about comics that way.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
And were you drawing as a kid? Like, were you always?
Yeah, I was always drawing as a kid.
Okay.
I think the things that I always like copying stuff. I think we always copied the things that we liked. And I think from that, it was like learning, okay, this person draws like this, and they draw biceps and deltoids like this. And then versus someone else drawing the same arm, but, you know, within their own proportions, and like trying to take that all in and then trying to piece together, like, oh, what do I like? And then start appropriating that stuff by drawing it. I like what I liked from them. I like who I like. I liked Simon Bisley, Sam Keith. Those are like my top two. When I found
really
those,
all you need. That's all you need in life is Bisley and.
When I found those guys, I wanted them to draw everything. Ever since I saw Bisley's Lobo, I was like, he should draw all the books.
Right.
And then when I saw Mignola stuff, I was like, yeah, he should draw all the books now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Philip?
funny. There's those certain artists that just resonate. Phil, did you collect comics as a kid?
Yeah, I was like a big X-Men guy back in the day. Like,
Nice.
I used to get as many X-Men titles as I could. I used to get X-Men Classic. Like, everyone always used to tease me for reading X-Men Classics because they're like, it's not new. I was like, yeah, but that's why it's good. I remember getting in arguments with people.
Yeah.
It's the old like, yeah, they don't. This is why.
Yeah, I
you
like
it.
those. Yeah, I like those.
It helped that it had some great Mignola covers too. Those X-Men Classics.
Oh God, yeah, and also Art Adams, right? For a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was pretty blessed because, you know, my shout out to my mom. She was like, me and my brothers liked comics, so she's like, all right, I'm all in. So she's like, we had one big box at our local store, and we had, you know, like my brother got Spider-Man, my other brother was like Wolverine and the Avengers, and I was like all these X-Men titles, and we just round robin them.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. And I was pretty lucky too. In New Mexico, in the 90s, for some strange reason, in my town, there was a shop that was just a manga shop.
Oh, that's rare.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's
just
awesome.
super rare. And that's all they sold. And so, like, we ended up finding that place, and like that turned me on to like a whole bunch of manga. So really, yeah, like my whole life was like comic books and anime and manga. And for some reason, like I said, you know, this place existed, and that was really beneficial. And my mom was weirdly supportive of that. All of her sons were just like, let's just stay inside and read comics all day.
Yeah. Yeah, my folks were always cool with me having comics because of the reading aspect of it, because of the, you know, at least he's reading something, you know, he seems excited about spending time in his room reading this weird shit, you know, whatever it is. But you having a manga shop and discovering that at an early age, that kind of helps explain your style a bit, because it seems like the DNA of that is in your work. It's not just something you would pick up like a year ago or something. It seems like that's just in your stuff, you know.
And it's, you know, the great part about that is that, like, you know, now it's ubiquitous. It's everywhere. Everyone can see it. You can find it. It's, you know, you can't get away from it now. But, you know, back then it was like this kind of weird, obscure thing that was just completely insane. You know, like it's like, well, let's check this out. What's this? And it's just, you know, people's faces melting off and all kinds of crazy stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. Being into anime, we used to call it Japanimation.
Yeah.
When it first was around, and Suncoast Video in the mall had a Japanimation section.
Yeah.
And it consisted of, you know, Fist of the North Star, Akira, and Ninja Scroll on VHS. That was basically the Japanimation section. But if you knew what that stuff was, like, you knew how badass it was. And it was like a secret. It was like a secret club or something.
Yeah, I try to explain to my kids, like, they'll never know the pain of like a like a $40-$50 VHS with like 3 episodes.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
and that's all you ever saw.
Yeah, it would be high school. You would like trade stuff in high school just to maybe like just watch a third of the a series.
Yes, that's true.
Yep.
The VHSs were extremely expensive. That's wild. Weird to think about.
They call it Japanimation back in the day. Do you know what they called cosplay before they said cosplay?
No.
I don't either.
Oh, I was going to be a smartass and say they would just call it dressing up, like, you know.
Yeah.
Because, man, I went to San Diego in '92.
Masquerade. Maybe they call it masquerade.
And the only people that were dressed up at that time were people that were just cosplaying like Star Trek, basically. So you'd see some Klingons, you'd see an occasional guy maybe dressed up as Batman, but it just,
Yeah.
for me and my friends, I was like, oh, people actually dress up to go to this show. That's interesting. And now it's, a phenomenon.
You went to San Diego a lot, to the conventions a lot.
I went as a kid when I was like 17 and 92. Just my parents let me go when I was living in St. Louis as like a gift, like a birthday and graduation gift, basically from high school, all rolled into one. But I was working as a kid with a St. Louis publisher, an independent publisher, and all those guys were 10 years older than me. So I was like 17, 16, and they were 26, 27. And my folks were cool with me going out there with them. They were all trustworthy dudes, and they knew my family. They knew my folks and stuff.
Oh, good.
So, but dude, we all met Jack Kirby that year at the convention.
Oh, my first San Diego was 94.
Okay. Yeah. Well, 94 is the year Jack died. And in 92, San Diego Comic-Con had a huge 75th birthday party for him.
Oh,
And anybody could get in line and shake his hand. It was wild. It was awesome.
Crazy. That's the stuff that I like. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, we're going to go meet the king. This is going to be incredible. It was awesome, man. It was awesome. It was great. I got a photo from it and that I will post almost every year around Jack's birthday. I'll be like, here's me 17 shaking the greatest of all times hand. Like it's a big deal to me. It's fucking cool, man.
Dude, it's huge.
As a kid, I was like, oh, this is cool that happened. That's cool. But now as an adult and a Kirby fanatic, it's like one of the biggest deals ever.
Yeah.
I cut you off, or what were you saying, dude?
Oh, that's the thing that I liked about conventions, that you get to see those moments or even experience those moments. Shaking hands with Jack Kirby, taking a photo with him.
Yes.
Like San Diego had a lot of stuff like that. There was like one year where Ray Harryhausen was was like in the exhibit hall, and he was like next to, I don't know if it was Forrest J. Ackerman or Ray Bradbury. But they were together.
Oh,
wow.
And I think
awesome.
Guillermo del Toro was there too, because I think he was the one that facilitated that thing. And you were just like, just as a crowd around him, like, hey, look, it's those guys there.
Yes.
We get to watch them. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Did you ever see Alvin? There's a guy cosplaying as Alvin. You ever see that Alvin guy?
No.
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 Oh, okay. Every year we went, Alvin was always there. It's just a guy dressed up like Alvin from Alvin and Chipmunk.
I was gonna say, from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Is that was his thing?
Every year, yeah.
So wait, man, did he not have the other chipmunks with him? It was just solo Alvin.
I think because his real name is Alvin. So
Okay.
Yeah, that is a choice.
It really was.
Guys, we're almost at 10 o'clock here.
Whew.
And I want to check in and see where everyone's pieces are at.
It's kind of done. I need to add more hats.
Oh damn, man, that's looking beautiful.
Oh, dude, that is
Actually,
yeah.
Wow. Shit.
Wow, that's dope. Oh man, that's so good.
Dude, fantastic angle too on just the whole piece. Like the camera is slightly low on the ground and just kind of looking up at him. It's a odd angle to pull off. That's great.
Good. That's good.
I think it's enough. There's enough to skew the proportions, so it doesn't have to be right. You make it big and that's small, you can get away with some stuff.
That's awesome.
Ian Cinco in the house. Thanks, buddy.
What's up,
He said
Ian?
sick work, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Jim, are you still grooving? Oh wait, here we got Phillips. That looks so good.
Dude, that's great.
Oh, that's
Hopefully
so fun.
Eventually there'll be some
Oh, I love the little Bamfers. Yeah, the little
Dude, beautiful.
Those are great.
What have you been inking with, Philip? Are you just...
I use these Tombao.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are great.
They're just, I mean, they're great for all around. Like, you know, I like the the Pentel brush pen. It's like a classic, and
Mhm.
I use microns or fine tips, but I mean, really, it's such a workhorse. It's like the closest thing to kind of using a paintbrush without using a paintbrush.
Nice.
Man,
Nice.
love it, dude.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
and Jim,
Yeah,
where are
very
you
good.
at?
Very good.
Oh, dude, that's so good. Oh,
We got Juggernaut head.
Oh,
We got
hell
Juggernaut head.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
He's upset. He's scared.
So
But yeah,
good.
man, I'm gonna knock Black into this stuff, like probably back here to push Wolverine even further up. But it's close to done. But I'll finish this guy after hours.
So
Yeah,
good.
that's great.
It was a fun one.
Oh, that,
Yeah.
another low angle.
That
Yeah,
is
it's a
true.
low
That-
angle.
that is true. Yeah.
Love that boneyard at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got to fit in the skulls. I got to fit in the bones.
That's
Pretty
dope.
fun. Magneto's head. Super
Nice.
textured.
Cyclops,
Look at that.
texture world.
Stuff like this, all you need is flat colors.
Yeah, yeah,
it.
totally. That's all you need for that.
God.
Totally.
Yeah, dude, that looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Erwin, Philip, and Jim Shawn, I want to buy all these pieces being done. If I could
Oh,
just start-
let's start the bid right now. Come on, we got what? We got
Dude.
2 minutes left. Start the bid. Let's go. What's your
Yeah,
bid?
if you guys want to bid on let's do Irwin's piece. You want to do it, Irwin? You want to see what the bids are?
Let's just see what it is.
All right, let's see.
Real quick. Let's see
what we
real
get.
quick. If there's
Irwin,
nothing within the first
Pick a number to start at. What number you want-
$69. Let's do that.
All right,
69. $500 to start with.
All right, if you guys want to bid, just Jamie, how do you like people to do this for you to keep track of it? Just put the word bid.
Shit, maybe we shouldn't do that.
Yeah, if you guys just put it in the chat, I'll keep track of who's bid.
All right. So anybody?
Is that
all
for
right,
real?
$500. Oh, that's the split. Oh, Daniel wants all of them for $2,000.
Is that real?
I'm gonna pass on selling mine. Sorry, guys. I'm still gonna
Oh,
finish this.
Yeah,
and-
I wasn't gonna put mine up here, but yeah,
Oh, man,
I think Daniel's
I'll still need to
serious.
finish
I
mine.
know Daniel's a serious buyer, so I think he is serious. How about the Sewer Boys, Daniel? How much for the 2 Sewer Boys pieces?
Okay, let's do that.
Let's see if we can get that going.
No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure at all. We do a show called Sketch Up on the EXP channel on YouTube, and it's like a live drawing, live auction thing.
Oh shit! When
Oh,
does that
nice.
happen?
I think it's weekly on Thursdays. We've hosted a few shows, and yeah, it's been good. Oh no, I don't want to say it. But
That's
yeah,
cool. That's cool, man.
it's just cool just to see like who is. It's a slight glimpse on like to see who collects art. I know Derek Neiman, who was in the chat. I believe he collects art.
Nice. Okay. And also before we bounce, can you guys give us your socials? Like, can you
let's do that.
promote and get that pimpage out there?
Oh, the Instagrams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. You can see it right here. You can follow me at Irwin.papa, and then Ink and Drink Long Beach. You can follow us there. Both of those are Instagram accounts. The Ink and Drink has a link tree in the bios. You can go to our online art jam that we're gonna have tonight in about it's up right now. You can draw online with us. Right, the canvas is up now. Our Discord link is also in the bio on the link tree. We'll be hanging out in 2.5 hours there.
Oh damn.
What else do we have, Philip?
Nice.
Anything else?
Visit the Kickstarter.
Visit the Kickstarter.
I'm pretty
Guys.
easy. It's just at Philip McVan for Instagram, philipmcvan.com for website.
Nice.
Okay,
Perfect.
Perfect. Oh, thank you, Jamie, for that link. Thank you, everybody, for supporting the Kickstarter as well. We funded in just 12 hours, and that was just like Wonderful.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
so awesome. And guys, if you haven't shown love for the Kickstarter, please support that. Spread the word. We want these guys to keep making wonderful remix anthology comics until the end of time. Time
And
itself.
we'd love new people to be a part of it. So,
Yeah,
you know what? One last plug. Our next project,
I
open
better-
sign-up's going to be probably next week. It's for Mass Cybernetics issue 2. It's a cyberpunk newspaper. It's kind of like our version of heavy metal, but it's a giant oversized newspaper. It is going to have comics, art. There's going to be some maybe some short stories, some classifieds, advertising. Like, it's basically going to be like a newspaper. And we've already done issue 1. It's out now. I believe you can purchase it as an add-on on our Kickstarter, and the sign-up list for issue 2, it should be live next week on our Discord. And anybody who's interested, drop a line, sign up.
That's perfect. That's awesome.
All right, dope. I hope this helps the Kickstarter tonight, guys. Good luck with
Thank
all
you.
that. And everyone out there, please get on notify me on my Kickstarter. It's going live in 10 days.
June 1st.
And, yeah, thank you guys for hanging with us tonight.
Yeah. Thank you for
Thank you
Oh,
having
yeah.
us.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody in the chat. And join us. Shawn, when's our next Inkpulp Live? We got
That's a good
July.
question.
June.
June?
Well,
No, don't skip June. I think is it like right when I get back? Oh, I think it's June 5th. I think with Brett Bean, we're doing the Muppets.
We got June
I
4th.
believe.
June 4th.
June 4th. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And guys,
Alright.
in the in-between week, next week, like I said, next Wednesday, May 28th, Jamie and I, 7 p.m. on my YouTube channel, rapping about how to make auto-bio comics, showing off Los Angeles ink stains, stupid comics. Please join
Hell
us. Thank you for the love and support, y'all. Y'all are beautiful.
Hell yeah. All right. Take us out of here, Jamie.
Later.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
See you guys.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.